second here. Sorry, just have to, okay, good. Just making sure something technical worked on my end, but thank you so much for joining 11 Alert Plus. I'm your digital anchor, Rebecca Gavonston, and we do have some local updates that we have for you today that we've learned throughout the week and yesterday, and some upcoming things that are happening as well. So we're going to just jump right into it. Give me 1 second. Starting off, the Board of Trustees at Colorado College have appointed Dr. Manya Whitaker as the college's 15th president. She was initially appointed to a 2-year interim presidency on July 1st, 2024. Whitaker earned the confidence of students, faculty, staff, alumni, and community partners through her transparent leadership and steady guidance. As an accomplished academic and developmental educational psychologist with expertise in adolescence identity formation and motivation, Dr. Whitaker previously served as the executive vice president and chief of staff to former Colorado College president L. Song Richardson. Dr. Whitaker is also a professor of education at the college. And tomorrow, a Southern Colorado funeral home owner is due to be sentenced in federal court. We've been covering this case for months now, if you guys can remember. John Halford is pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. In 2023, investigators say they found nearly 200 bodies improperly stored at the Return to Nature building in Penrose. Hundreds of state charges have been filed against both John and his wife, Carrie Halford. Most of those charges are abuse of a corpse counts, but in the federal case, John Halford has agreed to a plea deal and is due to be sentenced on Friday. And I am sure our 11 News team is going to be out there at court on Friday to give you those updates on what happens. Moving forward, the man that was just circled on your screen, accused of attacking marchers in Boulder, is due back in federal court tomorrow. This time he'll be facing new federal charges. After a grand jury indictment, Muhammad Solomon now faces 12 hate crime charges. He is accused of throwing Molotov cocktails at people demonstrating in support of Israeli hostages in Boulder. Earlier this month, we covered that. According to federal court documents, investigators say they found a handwritten note in Solomon's car, which read, "Zionism is our enemy until Jerusalem is liberated and they are expelled from our land." Once in custody, investigators say Solomon said he intended to kill people at the demonstration. 15 people were injured that day. And we have video of a fiery crash that happened last night in Colorado Springs. You can see the aftermath of that crash, what was on your screen just before. Police say this happened at Briargate and Explorer on the north side of the city. Several lanes of traffic were closed due to a collision between two cars. Now, one car caught fire and the second rolled over. Police say at least one person was injured, but they don't believe the injuries were serious. The fire was put out just before 9 at night. And the former state forensic expert facing over 100 charges for allegedly falsifying DNA data in over 1,000 cases is expected back in court in August. A Colorado lawyer is asking people who believe they could be victims in other cases to join a pending lawsuit against Missy Woods and CBI. They filed intent to sue. According to the attorneys, in 2022, Alan Phillips was convicted for 2 murders that happened back in Park County back in the 1980s. Attorneys say he was wrongfully convicted based on evidence presented by Woods that was later deleted. Phillips died in 2023. We've reached out to CBI. They tell us they do not comment on pending litigation. As golfers are practicing, we're practicing for tomorrow's tee-off. The 2023 senior amateur champion Todd White took on 3 combat veterans in the Warrior Challenge that took place yesterday afternoon at the Broadmoor. It's a part of Military Appreciation Day ahead of the Open, which is starting today, and local veterans had a chance to compete. Veterans and military members can also attend the rest of the tournament for half price. And tonight, you have a chance to give your feedback on how the property that once housed the Pueblo Chemical Depot could serve the community. Since its deactivation last year, city and county leaders are working to figure out what the future use of the 16,000-acre property should look like in the future. They plan to include ideas gathered from multiple community meetings. One of those was held on Tuesday night, and Governor Polis was there. The next public meeting takes place in Avondale this evening at 6:30. It's at the M. Charge Park Community Center. And again, we have the U.S. Open starting today and going over the weekend, but that is all that we have for 11 Alert. Kevin is not going to be doing 11 Alert with me today, but he will be doing cut-ins throughout the day as well, and also be on 11 News at 9 this morning. But thank you so much for supporting local journalism and supporting KKTV. You can always find more local news updates or national news up on our website at kktv.com. And we thank you again so much for watching. We're going to take another live look at our Cheyenne mountain cam. Really enjoying the beautiful day ahead and the warmer temperatures. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye now.